Module 21, Oil on Canvas Panel. According to eminent American artist and educator Coretta Kent, creativity belongs to the artist in each of us. To create means to relate. The root meaning of the word art is to fit together. And we all do this every day. Not all of us are painters, but we are all artists. Each time we fit things together, we are creating, whether it is to make a loaf of bread, a child, a day. I take a plywood in round shape about 3 feet in diameter and paste prepared canvas of good quality with Fevicol on it. Keep it for a while for drying or place it on a standing easel. Now I start drawing with the help of a charcoal stick. I have already prepared a small rough sketch of the composition to be painted on the canvas panel, which comprises of a standing Buddha and some interesting patterns in the background. First of all, draw an oval as face of the figure and roughly sketch eyes, nose and lips. Then I make the crown on the head showing locks of hair up to the shoulders. I give more details to the locks of hair and add a few quick lines showing shoulders, chest, arms, hands and waist downwards. According to eminent British author and speaker Ken Robinson, creativity is putting your imagination to work, and it's produced the most extraordinary results in human culture. Then I depict the folds of the costume worn by the figure. Then according to rough sketch, I draw lines in the background of the figure near the large crown. More lines are added on the top right space of the circle. I observe the rough sketch again and draw accordingly in free-flowing lines. Similarly, in quick movements, I try to complete the whole composition filled with lines and shapes. I darken some areas with the charcoal stick as per the requirement of the composition and to bring out the main bodhisattva like figure. Then I remove the charcoal dust from the surface of the canvas panel by gently touching it with a soft handkerchief of a duster type cloth. Similarly, I use the cloth duster and dust the remaining dark lines of the composition. Now the whole drawing is visible in light shade. I start filling the brown oil color using a flat brush and draw the features of the face in brown color in quick movement of the brush. Then I draw the shoulders, arms, necks and chest till the waist. I quickly fill the area of the hair locks. Filling and drawing at the same time till the lower portion of the figure. Then I paint with dark brown oil color the area on the right hand side near the left arm, quickly moving the brush strokes and filling the sides of the round canvas board. According to eminent Swiss architect, painter and artist Max Bill, I endeavor to make a picture, for instance, exert a positive influence on the observer by its coloring, mood and compositional idea, encouraging, say, activation, tranquilization, concentration or harmony. More brown oil color is filled in the background on the right hand side and mixed properly. According to Canadian journalist, author and speaker Malcolm Gladwell, the visionary starts with a clean sheet of paper and reimagines the world. After the yellow ochre oil color is painted on top of the surface near the crown and mixed properly, spreading it towards the shoulders of the figure. Filling has to be done quickly by applying oil color and spreading it with flat brush. The same oil color is extended towards right hand side near the crown area. Light brown oil color is spread in the costume of the figure. In the left out areas, I fill grayish brown oil color tone on the right hand side. Then I paint left hand side of the canvas board with grayish brown oil color. Outline of the figure is darkened so that the figure may come out. Angular shapes between the arms and chest are also filled in this tone. The upper area near the left side of the crown is also darkened with grayish brown oil color. In fact, this is to darken the background. The technique is that an artist should quickly fill the areas with dry brush, not using thick layers of color. Darkest tone of the brown oil color is being filled on the left side of the canvas board in the area left blank. This color is spread towards the outline of the figure, and I keep on painting the sides of the canvas board with the same color. I start painting in sap green oil color from top of the canvas board around the crown and the shoulders, mixing it with the earlier oil color which I had applied. This is extended towards the outer line of the upper arm. Same tone is painted on the left area. According to American poet and philosopher Henry David Thoreau, this world is but a canvas to our imagination. To define the crown, darker tones are applied on sides and mixed in the background. I try to remove any prominently visible color patches and mix them well with the background color using soft or gentle touching of the brush. Light creamish green oil color is applied in the gray area of the left hand side and mixed well. Same oil color is applied on the right hand side, also on the grey colored area. Darker brown oil color is painted on the top of the crown area to bring out the crown. Then dark brown oil color is also filled to indicate locks of hair. More details on the face are added, defining the neck and shoulder line. Now hair has been diffused with the background. After that arms and right hand is depicted, and then the vest area is also diffused using brown oil color strokes. This way the main figure starts emerging from the background. Now folds of the cloth are shown in quick strokes. Right hand side of the face and forehead have been softened and merged with the color applied earlier. To bring out left arm, I darken the area below it with dark brown oil color and keep on diffusing the tones of the colors. Dark shades of grey oil color are added in the background as per the composition. More and more areas in the background are darkened and mixed. This way the lighter tones of the figure will be prominently projected. Costumes worn around the waist is defined by darkening the surface around it. The brightness of the costume is also diffused with dry brush technique. Now thin flat brush is used to define the facial features of the figure. The shadow on the left hand side of the face and under the chin area over the neck is also painted. Shadows on the right shoulder are also projected. Similarly, the other arm is also diffused with the same brown oil color. Some light colored strokes are also used in the background to depict the outline of the tree behind the figure. With this, some branches of the tree start emerging. To depict skin soft, brown tones are added on the bright pinkish flesh. This gives a natural tanned tone of the skin. Light grey oil color is applied on the costume of the figure. Now thin round brush is used to give outline of the figure using dark brown oil color. I concentrate on eye shape of the nose and lips. After watching for a while, some details on the crown with ornamental patterns are added, and hair on the right hand side is made into curls. According to eminent Dutch artist Piet Mondrian, the only problem in art is to achieve a balance between subjective and objective. Further defining the face, similar details are made on the right hand side of the figure. Now with same brush, I try to make some ornaments around the neck. Finer lines are added to define the outline of the figure. Then I randomly draw a few lines near the top of the crown. And in light brown tone, I draw a shape of an architectural structure or a gate in the background of the figure. To break the monotony of the dark background behind the figure, I add a few patches of yellow ochre oil color with a broader flat brush. Then a few spots are painted on the costumes to generate interest with a design element. I used a thick stick of charcoal to draw the finishing lines of the figure, making eyebrows, eyes, nose, and lips. An eminent American realist painter and printmaker, Edward Hopper, rightly said, no amount of skillful imagination can replace the essential element of imagination. This charcoal drawing has brought life into this figure, and final details are emerging, complete with light and shade and structural detail. According to eminent American naturalist, author, and philosopher John Muir, the power of imagination makes us infinite. Now we see complete emergence of this figure and a drape wrapped around the right arm. Details of hands, fingers are added, and roundness is added to the figure, darkening the right hand and upper arm to show falling shadows. In quick strokes, I proceed to draw compositional shapes in the background by defining the objects. More details are added on the tree trunk and the architectural structure as well as on the tall crown. The shape of the traditional gateway or toran emerges in the background of the figure. Some areas are darkened and a few cracks are shown. Shapes of leaves are given details behind the structure. Similarly, on the left hand side in free flowing lines, I add a crisscross pattern which further gives the effect of perspective and adds structural strength to the composition, breaking the flatness of the background. Some light green oil color tones are painted in the leaves and sides of the canvas panel are touched with the same color. According to eminent American author Napoleon Hill, first comes thought, then organization of that thought into ideas and plans, then transformation of those plans into reality. The beginning, as you will observe, is in your imagination. Then, with the same soft brush, some areas are subdued. The sharp lines are also softened by the touch of the brush. Patches of the color are also diffused. Then I soften a few lines behind the crown and sharpness of the dark lines is muted. This keeps on giving depth to the composition. I keep on touching the surface randomly with this soft flat brush to mix the tones and add a pleasing and soft touch to the composition. I pause for a while and observe the composition, then I repeat this exercise on the left hand side also. Some folds are also softened. According to renowned Canadian writer and founder of Creativity at Work, Linda Nyman, art making has an alchemical effect on the imagination. It awakens the senses and sharpens insights, teaching us to think in symbols, metaphors, and to decode complexity so we can perceive the world in new ways. All this exercise is to make the composition three dimensional, and more details are added. One should keep on observing the composition and more details and 3D effects depicting falling light and shade. Gentle strokes on the areas darkened by the charcoal are mixed and diffused. According to renowned Canadian writer and founder of Creativity at Work, Linda Nyman, art provides an opportunity for kaleidoscopic thinking. Each time we shift the lens of our perceptions, we gain perspectives and new opportunities for innovation. This also removes the harshness and sharpness of the charcoal lines, which sometimes look quite jarring. According to legendary Italian painter Leonardo da Vinci. The painter has the universe in his mind and hands. To give the effect of broken stone wall, I add some darker patches to the light background. Again, the sharp lines are being removed and depth is created on top of the canvas board. Sharpness of all lines drawn with the charcoal stick is diffused with the brush. Now the composition gives a harmonious look with subdued tones. This is an interesting way to mix the lines with the color and create interesting dimensions. These lines, which I have softened, present an overall interesting pattern and more details start emerging. Observe the painting from distance and add suitable touches wherever needed, softening and adding rounded look to the main figure and the draped costume. To generate interest to the dull composition, one should add a few touches of bright color such as red oil color.